stadium packed out in Orlando, close to 60,000 people, and I see Brazil soccer jerseys all over the place, Brazilian flags all over the place.
I heard worship songs in Portuguese, and I thought, my gosh, the Brazilians have come in force.
During the Brazil worship set, Lou was next to me saying, there's something here, we need to pay attention to this. The mic comes to me, I go through my script, but then suddenly something starts coming upon me. It was the Spirit of the Lord, and just boils in me to the point where I step forward and I just let out this cry and I say, it's time for Brazil.
Chegou a nossa hora, Brasil! É a nossa hora, Brasil! Levanta e adora a Deus!
And I remember just crying out, you are a chosen nation. Brazil, let's go, it's your time.
It was so evident that God is raising up Brazil as a catalytic spark in this hour of human history.
Brazil is a nation where the power of the Holy Spirit has been boiling and stirring.
The people of Brazil are sons and daughters of fire. They're going to worship Jesus, set a pattern and a mold of what it looks like to worship Jesus and burn for him for a worldwide awakening.
What will we do with the spiritual awakening that we're experiencing? Will we keep it within the four walls of the church? Or will we make sure that it'll go into the domains and see nations discipled? It's time for us to mature, be responsible, and say it's our turn, it's our hour to give back to the nations. Just as we received, we will now freely give.
Brazil is poised to be one of the greatest, if not the greatest, sending nation in history to finish the task reaching the unreached people groups.
At the SEND in Brazil, it's going to be something that has never been seen before, where our goal isn't just to get people riled up and excited. Our goal is to introduce people to the Father so that they can carry this 24/7 everywhere they go.
Faith is going to come out of South America like you've never seen it before. It's going to permeate other nations across Europe, into Asia, into Africa.
The next SEND event in São Paulo, Brazil could be the tipping point for the first domino to come down as we see a revival culminating into reformation, not only in America, not only in Brazil, but the nations.
When we go to Brazil for the SEND, I believe that it is to see a move of the Holy Spirit spread from Brazil to the ends of the earth. We're going to see missionaries and evangelists launched out from that place.
A generation of hundreds of thousands of young people being activated into their callings. It is time to see a continent that has been under such spiritual awakening to rise up to the next strata of spiritual reformation. Our generation is born for such a time as this.
It's time for Brazil to focus their fire on the greatest sending movement maybe in the nations of the earth. Don't just enjoy the fire, send the fire. It's time for Brazil to change and touch the nations with missions.